Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the ever so popular mixing all of your foundations together video. This is the first time I'm jumping on the popular video train, I guess, but I've been seeing this all over my subscription feed. Wyatt is joining us today because he is sick and doesn't want to have a nap. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily. If you enjoy beauty related content, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Quickly, before I just jump right in, I wanted to give a little update. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have been away from YouTube for about 2 weeks now. Wyatt actually got a hold of my last camera, which wasn't the best quality to begin with, and the lens broke on that, so I was, one, unable to film at all, and two, my brother was visiting for 10 days from China where he's working, and he's been gone for 8 months now. So it was nice to spend some time with him. Please excuse me while I'm getting used to this new camera. My dad kindly gave me a camera to use and I'm just getting used to it. It is a DSLR, but it doesn't have the flip out screen, so I have rigged a monitor over here. So if I'm looking over there, that is what I'm doing, trying to make sure I'm in focus. I'm just getting used to this new setup, and I'm hoping that the quality is much better than my last camera, which only shot in standard size. That's enough of me blabbering. I have put all of my foundations in this old BoxyCharm, except I do have 2 shades of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This one is in 1N1, I believe, and my other one is in 1W2, which is much too dark for me right now, and since it's the same formula, I decided to leave that one out. I do have 9 foundations here to mix together. I know that's not nearly as many as all of the other bigger YouTubers, but I'm going to try this anyways. I do have combo to oily skin, so a lot of these foundations work for my skin type. Obviously, except this is the L'Oreal Lumi cushion. This would be the only one that doesn't have a more matte finish to it. So I think that the Franken foundation is going to have a pretty matte finish. I am going to mix it all together in the small little Tupperware so I can seal it back up if for whatever reason I want to use this again. So let's get mixing. The only way I could think of to get the cushion foundation in here is that's as much as I could get out of the cushion. I'm sure that's not going to make that big of a difference, but I wanted to try anyways. Next, I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Okay, so this is what it's looking like with all of the foundations in there. I'm going to mix it together with this Vasanti foundation brush. I think the color is going to be really dark. Try and get some of that L'Oreal Lumi cushion in there too. This is what it looks like. That is going to be pretty dark. As you can see, I'm about as fair as I could possibly get. It is the dead of winter right now. We'll see how this goes. So I am going to prime my skin with my holy grail primers. First is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. The Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. My skin is feeling a little dehydrated from the cooler air and the, heating and stuff being on. And lastly, the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I do have quite large pores across my cheeks, so I am going to press that in this area. Okay, so I have you all zoomed in now. I hope this is okay. Like I said, I'm just getting used to this setup. Please bear with me. I am trying my best to up my filming game. So like I said, this is the mixture of all 9 of my foundations. I'm going to test out the color. Yeah, it's going to be pretty dark. I am going to wear this for at least a little while and do a check-in. It's already 12:30. That's how long it took me to set up my new tech stuff. Obviously, I'm not very good at this, but I'm trying. I'm gonna blend that out with my Bogachi sponge. This is probably, I don't know, I think I like this way more than the Beauty Blender even. Okay, this is very dark. I'm gonna have to bring that down. I'm actually surprised the coverage isn't that great. I know I have a BB cream in there, and the L'Oreal Lumi True Match Cushion doesn't have very much coverage, and neither does the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, but this is like light medium coverage, and I have Estée Lauder Double Wear in there. I'm actually really surprised at that. We'll go in with the second layer after and see if that helps. And like, I'm applying quite a bit. That'll work. What do you think? It is drying down. It's looking like it's going to be pretty matte, which is what I thought, but I'm still pretty shocked at the coverage, or lack thereof. My skin is breaking out pretty badly the last few weeks. Okay, so that is one layer of that foundation on my skin. I would call this light medium coverage. It is drying down to be pretty matte. It's not, it still has a little tack to it. So I would set this with a powder. What do you guys think? I am going to try and build this up a little bit. Especially over all this acne scarring that I have on my cheeks. Yeah? Yeah. That helped a little bit, but I would still call this is built up to be about a medium full, which is pretty decent. My acne scarring is pretty severe on my cheeks. I'm going to do the same on this side. And I'm probably just going to leave my forehead alone because I don't want to risk that getting all cakey. Okay, so this is what my skin looks like with 2 full layers. You can still see some scarring right around here. It's definitely not full coverage, which I'm pretty surprised at. It is drying down to be a matte finish, which I expected. My pores are looking great. It's not clinging to any dry patches. It is creasing in my chin right here already, and in my dimples, but that happens to be pretty much always. The color is obviously much too dark for me. I have a lot of my summer foundations in there, but overall it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's definitely not going to be my new holy grail foundation. So this is what I'm looking like with concealer and powder. This is a hot mess express right now. I still stand by my medium coverage with 2 layers. It's looking a lot better now that I have concealer and powder on. It is creasing in my chin. The baby needs a nap. It's now 12:49. Yeah. I will check in a few hours and see how this holds up against my combo skin, and I will have the rest of my makeup on by then, hopefully. Yeah, there's a baby. It doesn't feel too thick, even though I did apply 2 layers on my cheeks. Can you say hi? Hello. Say hello. Okay, and see how it holds up against baby drool, because that just happened. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, just checking in. It's only been 2 hours. It's about 2:45 right now. I wanted to do a quick check-in before Max gets home from school. I'm doing this check-in on my phone, which is why the color is probably really weird. Like, as I'm filming this and looking in the screen, it looks perfect, but every time I do this, once it's put together in my video editing software, the color is always all wrong. Right now I'm importing the footage from earlier. I'm hoping to get this up really quickly for you guys, but enough blabbering as always. Let's do a check-in. So like I said, it's been 2 hours. I actually am looking a little glowy, more than I would have expected for how matte this foundation looked when I first applied it. The color is way off, like significantly too dark for me. It's kind of hard to tell in this lighting, but it's dark. There's definitely a lot of foundations that I can only wear in the very middle of the summer that I had mixed in today, so that is why. My pores are still looking great, even with the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. Depending on the foundation, that's not always the case, so I'm pretty happy with that. I went a little heavier on the blush today to try and distract from my face being way too dark. I don't know why. That's what I did, but all of my cheek products are still looking really well. They're not patching away or anything. My forehead is looking pretty good. I have a bit of a crease in between my eyebrows right there. It has creased a little bit. Same within my dimples. That is a big crease in the foundation. I can't zoom on my phone, but maybe we can step a little closer. Right here. See how like I have a dimple there? The foundation has creased there, and same with in my chin. It has creased pretty badly right in there, but that is pretty typical for me. I have yet to find a foundation that does that perfectly. The Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation is a really great one for me that doesn't crease nearly as bad. My skin is looking pretty textured, but I am having a really bad breakout skin time right now, so I'm not going to say that is from mixing all of my foundations together. Overall, it's not breaking apart in my oils. I'm just not matte anymore, which is why I wanted to do this check-in. This is not the magical foundation of my dreams, which I have seen that happen for some people, that they love it so much that it's the best of both worlds, all worlds, from all of their foundations, but that's definitely not the case for me. I will do another check-in a little later on. Hey guys, so this is going to be my final check-in. It's now 9 o'clock at night. I've had this Franken foundation on for over 8 hours now, and it's looking terrible. It has broken apart in a lot of areas. It's completely rubbed off my chin and my cheek. My pores are looking horrible. It's broken up on my forehead. This is kind of what I was most concerned about doing this type of video, is you're mixing a lot of different formulations and ingredients together, and not all of them will necessarily play nice with each other, which I think is what happened because of how bad this is looking. Also, my lipstick is looking really bad too, but that's not what this video is about. My final thoughts are I will definitely not be wearing this foundation again. I am envious of those people that did this video and discovered that this foundation actually worked really well for them, but that wasn't the case for me, and the color is obviously much too dark for my fair complexion right now. I had forgotten to mention at the very beginning of this video, but this tag or type of video was created by Safiya Nygaard. I really don't know how to pronounce her name, but I will definitely have her channel and her video linked down below. I've seen a ton of other people do this video now, and I just thought it would be something fun and different for my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!